Hello everybody, welcome back to the Sunday update. We're gonna go over the most important topics for today coming up on the election night. I have 4 topics that I want to talk and go through and pretty much give you an update really quick and for you to be ready, because this is going to be a very interesting week. So on COVID, the first thing we're gonna see is it's not good. We have hit 100,000 cases on Friday. This is a daily record and it's probably going to continue to go up. COVID cases yesterday were 85,000, and that doesn't have any Halloween aftermath being priced in. One thing I can tell you is I went out yesterday and before yesterday, and what I saw wasn't good. People here in Miami, Florida, they're not wearing masks, and if they are, they don't care. Some people are not being careful, and I think this is going to bite a lot of people. Another thing I've noticed is that yesterday, Halloween night, I know a bunch of people on Instagram that just decided to go to a bar, and nobody was wearing a mask. I think, in my opinion, that's going to be very impactful than the cases that we're going to see, especially if people don't care and they just are doing this. So one of the things that we can quickly see is the map here. I mean, it's like we discussed yesterday. In the US, we got 9 million cases, 230,000 deaths so far, and folks, it's going up again. It just will continue to go up. One of the things that I talked yesterday is the logarithmic curve. It's starting to pitch up. It's not good, and we'll see this coming up even more. I'll show you later a trend that I think it's important for us to see, but I think it's one of the things that this is gonna be a very interesting fall year, especially after the election. So we talked yesterday that the UK is going into a lockdown again, starting on pretty much 4 days, and this could potentially be extended. I think they will extend it. Again, reports of the US deaths are pretty much 230,000. That's a big number, and it's gonna pile up. That's gonna continue to pile up. Biden says he will beat the Buyers, but he also will beat Trump. Now, I don't think, and this is just my personal opinion, that any president would be able to make a statement like that with really making a change. Like, I don't really think if it would be Biden or Trump, that yes, they could have done things differently, but any president could potentially be in a situation. Now, we know that Trump didn't do it. In my opinion, he could have done things better, but I think that any president could have had trouble on this one. Then one of the things is the Trump rallies are you see one of them rallies and you go, where's the masks? Is this a parallel fiction, a story that nobody's wearing a mask? Nobody's wearing a mask on those rallies. And another thing that I think it's important for us to notice is unemployment rate and crime. Nobody's talking about it, but I think we should be very careful with that. I think there's a lot of layoffs coming up, especially in fall. And I think that's, without a stimulus, this crime thing could not be good on any state. One of the things that I wanted to touch back with you guys is the election. So election is on Tuesday, and we know that there's a lot of people that are saying that voting by mail is going to give the Democrats an advantage. In my opinion, I think that that is just one of those that we'll see what's going to happen. One important thing here to see is a trend of electoral fraud. People are searching this, and it's interesting because we have never had a peak so big before the elections on election fraud. A lot of people think that there's going to be some fraud on these elections, and usually we saw that peak on the 2004 election and the 2016 election, but honestly, guys, and I think this worries me a little bit because it's before the elections, and usually that tells you that after the fact, people are going to be asking questions. And so another thing that I also noticed was this. This is the issues that people have been reporting on the election. So absentees red, early voting it's blue, and then voter registration is yellow. And you could see how in the past month or so, there's been a lot of issues being brought up. And in fact, I mean, it just doesn't surprise me that you see hotspots in Florida, one of the toughest states that I think it'll define the election. Whoever wins Florida, I think, in my opinion, is going to win the election. These are just trends, but it's important to pick them up, because I think they're going to be important for defining the election. So guys, the rioting and the electoral fraud are a thing, so be careful on that. Be careful on Tuesday and Wednesday. Pay attention. We might see some of this in some of the states, but my personal opinion is this election is going to be one of those that is going to be very particular, because of what's going on. You put the COVID on top, and then you put the no stimulus before the elections, and we'll cover some of that. And then that creates a pile of stuff that's gonna roll down a hill, and it's gonna take a lot of people with them. Just an important one on Disney. Disney's gonna lay off more people. They're gonna lay off 10,000 more people, and this adds up to whatever 28,000 people that they were laying off. This is happening with every company, any major company that I have known. This happened at GE, this happened at Disney, this happened at Boeing, this happened at any energy, any aerospace company that you see, or travel and leisure, or hotels. It's happening, guys, and these are big numbers. Yes, we are recovering some of them, but this is changing the entire hotel and recreational business forever, and I think it's going to take years until we see a recovery on those. On stimulus, there's no stimulus before the election, guys. I mean, that's gone. The Senate will go back to work on November 9th, and definitely we'll try to fix this up. I think it's going to be after the elections. We'll definitely going to see something, but not right after. It's going to take some time. Both of them, Nancy Pelosi and Mark Meadows, all they talk, including Steve Mnuchin, I mean, all they talk is just, they're just, election mode stuff. They're talking about, like, oh, who's gonna win, about this. They're just ignoring the fact we need a stimulus, and they just talk about something else. They make a mess. They make it a big deal. They're sending letters to each other now. They don't even pick up the phone and stuff. These are not leaders, guys. I think this is what we don't need. Mortgage forbearances are gonna still available. They're still available for 12 months, so it's free money. I think so. And I think from now on, if you can take advantage of these, the end point is the stimulus will come after the election. So guys, one of the things I wanted to show you here is one of the COVID trends that I noticed here, and is that if you see 2018 fall, 2019 fall, you do see a peak on people searching for fever words and headaches and coughing and things like that. Look at what happened with COVID here, and then just extrapolate what happened here, and just think what's going to happen here in fall. And I think it's going to be worse than what it was here, pushed up. So we're going to see a lot of interesting reports coming up in fall, guys. And I think that it's not good. It's not going to be good. Anyways, guys, the trend is your friend. Stay safe. Be smart. Just be cautious. If you're gonna be looking at the market, pay attention to it. Do not panic. Do not panic. Like I said yesterday, one of the things we learned from the March crash was, if you don't buy when people are fearful, you might miss the train. I think that we could potentially go down. There's no reason why not. There's a lot of uncertainty, especially as they're talking about rioting and electoral fraud. Market's gonna crash. Market don't like that. But if you see an opportunity, buy little by little, and then in the long run, you'll be rewarded. So guys, be careful, stay safe, stay healthy, give a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. We're gonna be doing this we can every day, and let's keep it up, guys. Thank you.